Hello, I'm Bob Peters, host of Salute, and we're here in Leesburg, Florida for a very special edition of Salute. I'm here next to a Stearman that belongs to the Ageless Aviation Dreams Foundation, and we're about to take a ride in it, but first we're going to meet the pilot. Okay, I'm here with the pilot for the Ageless Aviation Dreams Foundation, Daryl Fisher. Daryl, welcome to Salute.
Well, thank you. It's an honor to be here today, Bob.
Tell us a little bit about what we're here for and how many people you plan on taking up.
We're here as the Ageless Aviation Dreams Foundation. Our mission is to give back to those that have given. So we're here today to honor our senior veterans in assisted living and retirement communities with a flight in this World War II biplane.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about the Stearman. I know some history of it because I've had a pilot on my show who was a World War II pilot, by the way, flying ace. And he told me some stories, but I'd like you to tell the folks the history of a Stearman.
Well, there's 2 points I want to make about this airplane that are very unique. First of all, these were made for one purpose, and one purpose only, and that was to train the pilots in World War II, period. That's the only. This airplane was built from 1940 to 1945, and then it was never in production. So this airplane, or airplanes like this, they made about 10,000. Was designed as a basic trainer, and this is where the pilot started. The second interesting fact about this airplane, this very airplane, my grandfather bought this airplane in 1946.
Tell me a little bit about the tour. How far do you go, and how long is the tour?
Well, we're starting the tour this year in Florida, and we'll leave here next week, and we'll make our way out to Texas, and then we'll go north up into Wisconsin, kind of do a big circle up through the Midwest and then back up into the Northeast and drop back to Florida this coming November. Mm-hmm. And then we have 2 other airplanes very similar to this on the West Coast, one in Oregon, one in Nevada, where we're based. And we'll be doing tours with those airplanes in their geographic regions. So we'll probably hit 20 to 25 states this year and give about 500 dream flights.
Well, that's great. I'll tell you, I, as a veteran, really appreciate what you guys do, and I know the veterans community really appreciates what you do. I saw the VFW logo on the side. You have other sponsors that you might want to mention?
We're a very unique organization in that respect, Bob. We're 100% volunteers. There's no paid staff. We're all volunteers, and we're 100% dependent on donors. And one of our major donors is a company by the name of Sport Clips, and they've been incredible donors. They get our mission. They understand what we're doing and why, and they've been wonderful supporters. Here locally in Florida, the Florida Healthcare Association has helped bring us here and make this possible. And so I feel a debt of gratitude to veterans and seniors, and that's why we're doing what we're doing, but I also feel a debt of gratitude to our donors, because without them, we wouldn't be here today being able to honor these heroes.
And that's very true. Well, you have quite a few, I think about 14 or 15 you're taking up. One of them is myself. We're going to be going up in a little bit. First thing, what's the on-flight movie, and what are the snacks?
We are a bare bones operation, so
no movie, no snacks.
You get something more than a movie. You get the wind in your face and the nostalgia of getting a dream flight in this open cockpit biplane, which, by the way, thank you for your service in Vietnam. This airplane predates you, okay? So, but I think you're going to enjoy it.
This plane was made before I was born.
I know it, but it's our way of saying thank you. And whether we find that whether you served in World War II, Korea, Vietnam, the Gulf War, current veterans, we've taken a few up, everybody appreciates the thank you and the opportunity to ride in a very unique, historic airplane.
So tell me a little bit about the reaction of some of these veterans. You must have had some real reactions after taking one of these flights.
Yeah, we've had all kinds of reactions, but universally it's smiles and it's thumbs up and it's total appreciation. It's very interesting, Bob, because generally when people come out, they see the airplane and they think they're going to have a hard time getting into it. They're apprehensive, they're They're a little bit afraid because they think they might not be able to get in. We're very good at getting people in, and it's generally never an issue. Once they sit in the seat and we have them in there, you can just see the relief come over their face.
Yeah.
And then the joy. I mean, the smiles. I can see the smiles in the mirror. And you can tell that it's taking them back to a point in time that was very important to them. And we've had tears. I've had tears because when I'm sitting there and I think about the World War II veterans and the folks up front, I'm in the presence of greatness. I mean, it sends chills up my spine.
Yeah.
And you said you didn't sleep very good last night. I get excited. I get anxious. I get amped up to do what we're doing. It's very meaningful to me as well.
Well, we have one gentleman that's going to be on the flight today. He was a glider pilot, B-17 and a B-25. He's 94 years old, I do believe. And I can't wait to see his reaction when he gets here. You're going to let him have the controls here?
Pilots are special for a lot of reasons, but I always give them the option. And if he would like to fly, then we're going to give him the opportunity to take control of the stick again. And those that do, it's amazing because it's like they never left. And most of them can handle the airplane absolutely beautiful. It gives me a chance to sit back and relax, take it all in. It's a very special moment for both of us.
I guess that's kind of like what they say about riding a horse. You know, you always know how to ride a horse. But I got to tell you something. I'm not taking the controls because I don't like riding horses. I fell off a horse. So I'm in your hands, and I'm looking forward to this flight.
Well, let's go flying.
You got it. All right. Woo! Okay, look at this, baby. Remember, no upside down. Goodbye.
It's an honor to be here and get an opportunity to share this with you folks. Who's flying with me today?
My name is Don McKee. I was in the U.S. Army as a surveyor from 1951 to 54. I was in the United States surveying antenna fields for the Army Security Agency, and then they shipped me to the Philippines for mapping, then to Korea for mapping.
I'm Kitty Deatley. I'm a veteran of the U.S. Navy waves of World War II, of which I spent in Astoria Naval Air, Astoria, Oregon.
My name is Marie Pryor.
I'm Pearl Pease.
I'm Ed Katowski.
Let's go!
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's get you in here. So just climb right up there.
I'm excited!
Yes, you can.
Ready to go upside down?
I'm so excited I can't hear you.
Okay. Clear.
under sunny skies, looking in your big brown eyes. Time goes by, but my heart stays true, and every smile you give, your love, it shines right through. And in this moment, I'll make it last, make it last. I'll take my time and make it last. And as the present becomes the past, I'll do my best to make it last. I'll make it last, I'll make it last. Whatever it takes, I'll make it last. And though the future's coming fast, I'll fight it all.
It was fabulous, absolutely fabulous. The best ride I've ever had. I've flown in the fog, I've gone over a volcano in a helicopter, landed on a glacier, but this was the best. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I have something just for you.
Thank you.
Would you like me to sign this for you?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Put the date too.
All right, I'll do that. How you spell your first name?
P-E-A-R-L. April 26th, I'm going to be 90.
I think she's lying to me.
birthday
I
present.
think you're lying to me.
Now, good birthday present. Thank you.
Here we go. I'm going to put this on you. And then we're going to get a big hug.
Absolutely. Oh, thank you.
All right.
Fabulous.
I'm just kidding.
It's fabulous. You're going to love it.
Yeah, I'll be in the back. And you'll be in
The way without ever do. You are my for now and always, and always know that I love you. So I'll make it last, I'll make it last. I'll take my time and make it last. And as the present becomes the past, I'll do my best to make it last. I'll make it last, I'll make it last. Whatever it takes, I'll make it last. And though the future's coming fast, I'll fight it off to make this last.
Not allowed to fly it upside down, okay?
Okay.
And you can't take it up and stall it and bring it back down.
One thing I'd like to do is kind of maybe a good wing over.
I went up in an open cockpit 20 years ago for my birthday. My wife and I was one that took two in the back seat. And that was an interesting flight down in Fort Myers. But this, to me, well, probably be the last time I'll ever go up in a small plane. But I'd love to fly more.
Was it fun? Great! I'm going again.
Oh my gosh! You are amazing! I'm Yvonne, but I have to give you a hug. Oh gosh! Was it cold up there?
No,
How did it feel?
beautiful.
Yeah?
Oh, we are surrounded by water.
Yes, this is Lake County.
We
So
get
where do you...
We go up, there's Lake Eustis up here.
Uh-huh.
We just do a big circle around the lake.
Oh, okay.
It's
Oh,
perfect.
we
It's
went
just
way out there where we didn't see nothing, just you and I.
Oh my goodness!
Now, hey, I've got something very special for you.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Would you like me to sign that?
I sure would.
Okay.
I'd love to.
K-I-T-T-Y?
K-I-T-T-Y. Isn't that great? That's wonderful. Oh, I'm ready to go again. They put me in there just like a little baby going to the bed. Yep, got me out of it just as easy. I sure appreciate that.
Hey, it's our pleasure.
That's the best pleasure I've had in a long, long time.
Can I have a picture, please?
Now, you be good, okay? I don't want to be hearing any reports of you acting up.
You want to go with me?
Here's your land-based vehicle.
How was it, Fred?
Your other coach.
You want to sit there and walk?
Can you walk, Fred?
He was actually feeling the controls. And,
Was he?
Yeah, he did a really good job.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
You're kidding me not.
No, I'm not kidding.
Well, give your bride a kiss for landing.
No Frenchie, no Frenchie.
While we have everybody here, I just want to make a very important recognition here. We have 3 folks with us from Sport Clips. They do haircuts for men. They're awesome people. And Sport Clips owner and CEO Gordon Logan is a veteran himself, a C-130 pilot. They have been so generous with the foundation in terms of donors. And they also are very generous with their time. And so these folks come out today to help us and become an extension of our volunteer group today. And so I just want to publicly thank them for their support, their financial support, as well as their volunteer support for what we do.
Thank you for giving us a ride, folks.
Before today's dream flight experience, my crew and I had the opportunity to sit down and talk with some of the veterans at Orchard Heights Community in Clermont, Florida. Well, I'm here with Captain Raymond Schmidt, 94 years young, World War II.
Yes?
Yes, sir. Okay, you were with the gliders, and I'm really interested in hearing your story. First, tell me exactly where were you born and when did you go into service?
I was born in Enid, Enid, Oklahoma. That's 95 miles straight north of Oklahoma City. And I was born August 12, 1920. And I went into the service 15th of November in 1938. And I went to Fort Sill, Oklahoma as a medical aid man. And I did that because that was what was open at the time. And that you were below a private when you went into the Army in those days, I'll tell you. I was in the 45th Division. That's there, that one right there.
See that here. It's quite the hat. 35th Division is right there. And this is his glider wings.
When I signed up to go to college, I didn't know I was going to be in the service. I mean, that came a little later. And what happened, though, the government gave us a CPT, Civil Pilots Training. And I took that course, and I got my private pilot license while I was in college. But right then, that was part of they hadn't even called me into the service yet. They were still playing around with the stuff. So anyway, that's where I got the pilot's license. And the guy said to me, you want to take this training? I said, do I ever? You know, and said, okay. And now I'm kind of ahead on my whatever I'm trying to do. Who knows? And
yeah, you were advanced above the other guys because
right.
you had that.
Yeah, I left their outfit and went to gliders. So they sent me to several places, and some I can't even remember anymore. But finally, we went to North Dakota, the college there, right on the border of Canada, and we flew airplanes in the daytime, and we went to ground school in the afternoon. So I got through the glider the basic, and having been in the service for a few days, like a year, I got to a few things out of the way right on, and so then when I got out of that, well, they said there was a couple little steps in between there, and I went to 29 Palms, California, for a glider program. The actual gliders. They were TG2s, TG4s, and that meant that one was tandem and one was only one pilot.
Okay.
And they pulled us in the air, they towed us in the air with the airplane that I'm going to fly, maybe, when I get there today. Now that's the airplane that towed our gliders.
Oh, I didn't know
They
that.
towed two gliders. And they hooked up one over here and one over here, and two guys would, and there was two people in this one and two people in this. They were tandem, and that's the way it towed us off the ground, and then they'd take us up and let us go, and we came on and we'd land.
I'm going to really look forward to watching you get in that Stearman. You know, just don't take it over. You know, let the other guys fly.
Well,
They're flying.
I'm not. I'm reasonable.
Reasonable.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know when to push it and when not to.
Yeah.
I'm 94, you know.
Thank you, sir.
I'm sorry I bent your whistle so long.
I'm here with Mr. Donald DeJohn, and you are a veteran of the Army.
Yes, of the Army, yes.
And can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Where are you originally from?
Well, I was born in Geneva, New York. That's upstate New York,
Mm-hmm.
between like Rochester and Syracuse.
It's the Ageless Aviation Dreams that are putting us on a not-for-profit organization that are giving not only you and some of the other veterans an opportunity to fly in one of these Stearman. And the Stearman is 2 wings, open cockpit, World War II,
Yeah, I know.
and it's supposed to be one of the safest airplanes going. I had the opportunity of talking to a World War II flying ace several years ago who used to fly that, and I am looking forward to seeing, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in that plane.
Can we backtrack a bit?
Okay.
Before going in the service, February of 1945, I knew we were going to be drafted. So a buddy and I, first we wanted to get into the Air Corps.
Mm-hmm.
And the Air Corps was full. We tried Marines. They wanted 4 years. We didn't do it 4 years. Sailors, we didn't want to become sailors. So we enlisted anyway. But we started think we may go in the Air Corps. We took flying lessons in my little old town.
Okay.
The 2 wing, yeah.
Yeah.
I did. We took about 3 or 4 lessons. And all I remember is that you had to keep the plane level with the horizon and all that. But
Yeah.
it was, we were on gung-ho to be, try to get into the Air Corps. So maybe now, we'll probably go up in one, who knows?
Yeah. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. And I think it's a wonderful program that they do, for veterans like yourself. And we'll see just no walking on the wings or anything.
Oh, no,
okay?
no.
Behave yourself. Well, I want to thank you
Okay, my pleasure.
very much, and we'll look forward to seeing you on Saturday.
Okay, thank you. We'll be there.
I'm here with Mr. Donald Santee, who is an Army veteran. I'm looking forward to seeing you Saturday for this flight on the Stearman.
Great. I knew a guy that had a Stearman biplane, and he loved it, and I always wanted to go up, and he says, yeah, we will sometime, but you know how that goes. It didn't happen, but when this opportunity came up, I thought, oh man, that is great.
I'm here now with Mr. Paul Velez, who is an Army veteran, 82nd Airborne. I want to welcome you to the show, sir. What did you do when you were in the service? You were in the Airborne. You said you did training, right?
Yes, I trained the troops in small weapons, how to use them, how to carry them, how when they landed and so forth on jumps. how to deploy.
Let me ask you, how many jumps did you make?
17.
17? Did anybody ever tell you don't jump out of a perfectly good airplane?
And if I don't have a parachute, I'm not jumping.
My name is Thomas Donchez. 77 years old. I wanted to fly a plane, but I guess I can't. So this will be the best opportunity for me to get into a plane, and I hope I'm going to enjoy it. I'm an Army veteran, and I served 20 years in the military, and I had, well, I started in '61, and I took my basic training at Fort Jackson, South Carolina. Bronze Star was given to me because we had combat packages of ammunition that we had to take out to the troops, and it was all in, you either get shot or not. But see, you're out in the helicopters, and you're taking ammunition to all the posts where the pilots know exactly where to go. And we did that almost all day long, and from different areas. And then we came back to our area, and we packed up some more pallets, and we flew them out again. And we just kept on doing that for almost 2 weeks. I'm looking forward to the flight that we're going to go on Saturday, and because I've never flown in one of them, and I just wanted to see how it is, just with an open cockpit, which I've never been in one, so I'm going to really enjoy that.